Hi, it's Mr. Tush over at Global, and now we're going to get started on creating your first web page. And this part is sometimes the more complicated part of it, but what we're going to do is we're going to actually write a page with that code that we talked to you about. So we're actually going to build a page. It looks a little like this. That's a fairly standard first, try at a web page. And if you look, this is a notepad document or a text edit document on a Mac, and it starts with a bunch of these pieces of code, and they all have these little greater than, less than signs. And the other thing to notice, except for this guy right here, see where it says HTML here? Look at the bottom. It has a slash HTML. If you go over here, you look, it says body, and then down here it says slash body. And then if you have a P here, you have a slash P. If you have an H1 here, you have a slash H1. Well, HTML uses tags. Tags are markups. What they do is they tell the computer the text, treat it this way. They tell the browser, this is a heading 1, and you'll learn what that is later on. This is paragraph text. And it says treat it a certain way so that it comes out looking the way you want. And we're going to use these tags to mark up all the text that we want, to create tables, put images, do anything we want using tags. And that's how HTML works. And the other thing to note is that no matter what you do with your tags, make sure that whatever you open, you close. Except the very first tag, whatever you open, you close. Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up a text document, and we're going to tell the computer what kind of document it is. So watch what we're going to do. We're going to go over to your browser, and you may have Chrome open. As a matter of fact, you may have Chrome open like this. And if that's the case, go up to the top and hit the green button if you're on a Mac so that you can see the desktop. Make sure you've got that going on. Then you're going to open up a file called TextEdit. It's usually available on the bottom of your browser, on your desktop rather. And now if you notice you're in TextEdit, how do I know I'm in TextEdit? I look at the top right here. If I'm in Chrome, this says Chrome. If I go over to TextEdit, it says TextEdit. That's how I know where I'm going. And then I'm going to save this document. Now, if we did this right, you're going to go to Save, and you're going to call it, you're going to open up Mr. Tush's website, and you're going to call it index.html. That's what you got to do. Make sure that you save this document as index.html. Don't call it anything else, just index.html. The reason that's important is if you look here, it has just renamed your page to be a web document. It actually has a little Chrome icon here, and it says, oh, I will treat everything I'm about to see as a web document. And the next thing I want you to understand is you're going to put in your first tag. Let me make this just a little bit bigger. See if I can zoom in a little bit because I know that's hard to see. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. And let's make that a little bit larger. And now you have it nice and big. You're going to put in the greater than. And then in all caps, you're going to type in doc, type, and then you're going to space, and then lowercase HTML. And you're going to close it. Now, that's probably a little more zoomed than I wanted. It's a little bit much. But that's what the first thing is going to say. And what this is doing, and you're going to save it, what this is doing is this is telling the browser the document you're about to look at is a web page. So treat it as such. Now, how do I know I have it? I go over to Chrome. Wait, how did I just do that? You look, I have my text edit document here, and if I click over here, I have my Chrome document. I go over to Chrome, go over to File, Open File. And then I'm in my Documents folder. I'm looking for Mr. Tush's website. Where is it? There we go. And then, oops, I accidentally typed something else. There we go. And then index.html. And I click Open. And look what I have. A completely blank, completely useless document. It doesn't look like anything, except that I know I have something up here that says index.html. Well, you're going to see a lot of web pages that are not that well engineered that look like that. I'm going to tell the browser, okay, I'm going to give you some more information to work with. I'm going to work with this head section. What's all this head stuff that we're going to deal with? It's these documents right here. What's this head and title thing? Well, I'm going to put in a head and a title now, and you're going to see why. First, I'm going to tell it, start the HTML here. I'm going to type in HTML, and then I'm going to give myself a couple of spaces, and I'm going to put in type slash HTML. What I just told it was everything between here, that's the HTML document. I'm going to go back up to here, and I'm going to tab. And the next, sorry, there we go. Let's make this a little easier to read. Didn't mean to slide that on you. I'm going to put in the header. The header's going to go next. I'm going to go here, I'm going to tab in, and I'm going to type in head. And of course, because I did that, I'm going to go down a few lines, and I'm going to type in /head. Way to think of it is the head and the body. The head's the stuff you think about, but you can't see a person's thoughts. The body is what you can see in a person. So the difference between the head and the body, the head is like the mind. You can't see what's in the mind. You can see the body. So that's what's going on here in the head. And I'm going to actually tell it to give this page a title. So I'm going to put in a title tag. I'm going to indent again, /title, and I'm going to call it my first web page. And I'm going to return. I'm going to go back here. I have to do out just a little bit. And I'm going to put in /title. Change the title tag. I'm going to save. I'm going to save. You can command click or save. And then over here, refresh. See this refresh? Look what happened. You still don't have anything in the body. But my first web page right here is up here in the tab. So you know you have your first web page. And then finally, so you can see the difference, I'm going to actually add a couple more tags. I'm going to add the body tag. And the body tag, this is the part of the web page you're going to see, /body. Now you'll notice I'm indenting. Why am I indenting? I'm indenting because, quite frankly, it's just easier to see if you indent. So I'm going to go over here to the body, and I'm just going to give you a simple line. I'm going to go over here into the body. I'm going to go /p because we're going to use paragraph text. I'm going to type in my first web page, and I'm going to close that tag. Just like I said, I opened it and I closed it. I'm going to put in a P. I click save. I save this. I refresh the page, and there it is, my first web page. And that's your first web page. Get that done, and you will have accomplished today's task. Show this to your teacher so that you know it works. Make sure you show your teacher your code as well, and that'll get you your first grade for your first web page. Good luck, and thanks for watching.